Hello! Welcome back to Sunday School again. Do you know what this is? Have you got any of these in your house? You've got quite a lot, but they're different shapes and sometimes they're white. I like this one though because you can see inside it. Do you know what it is? I'll give you another clue. Does this help? It's a light bulb, isn't it? Have you ever looked at how a light bulb works? You can have a look at this one. If you look here on the bottom, there's these little metal spots. Now, when they're connected inside the lamp, I'll show. Oh, this one has another one connected already. It's smaller, this one doesn't fit in there. When these are connected to the lamp, the electricity can travel through this metal spot into these little wires, and then it goes all the way up into these tiny little wires in the middle, which are called the filament. Once the filament gets hot with the electricity, it glows and gives us all the light in our room. We need a glass bulb around it to protect it from the air because that would damage the filament. I like to think of the light bulb reminding me of when Jesus came to earth. If Jesus had come to earth in all his glory from heaven, we wouldn't have been able to look at him. It's like if you turn the light on. You can't look at it. You can't see inside like you can see inside this one. But because Jesus came as a man, we were able to learn about him. The disciples were able to watch him and see him do all the miracles he did, which showed them that he was God. They didn't always understand though. So one day Jesus took some of the disciples, he took Peter and James and John, and he took them up a mountain. And while he was there, he changed. The word the Bible uses for it, and the name of our lesson today is the Transfiguration. He transfigured, which just means changed. He changed from normal, ordinary man who they knew and who they'd been following into a glorious, shining person. The Bible tells us his face shone like the sun and his clothes were as bright as the light. It was a bit like the lamp, but it was brighter. It was brighter than that. Oh, it was so bright. The disciples were terrified. They couldn't look. Now imagine God had come to earth to rescue us from sin in all his heavenly glory. No one would have been able to look. He came as a man so that we could see and we could understand. The disciples still didn't really understand what had happened on the mountain. There was a couple of other things happened. They heard a voice and there was 2 other people appeared. I want you to find out in the lesson today who those were and what the voice said. The disciples caught a glimpse of Jesus in his heavenly glory, and that was amazing for them. It's an amazing story. Catherine has read it for us in our lesson today, so you can go and have a listen and see if you can find out the other things that happened. And then there's a quiz to help you learn about the Transfiguration.